2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Yes, what lessons have they learned in defeat? If you learn lessons in defeat and can turn it into a victory, well, you never lost, did you? And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one is all over it.
Yeah, well played. And he's down there. You got to read.
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Ooh. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. So it'll be a par to start their round.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
Not bad. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Oh, what a super shot. There are so many stunning holes on this entire property, but there's few more picturesque than this downhill par 3 third.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This for a birdie run.
That's a clever play, that one. Moving up a leaderboard and ahead of their rival. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rival's scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Well, as we head into our finishing stretch, it starts with the par 4 14th.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Going with the 8-iron here. This one needs to kick left. Wow, what a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Why do we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Looking really good.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course, keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
And hitting yet another green here today.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And this putt to move into the top 20. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action. That dog will hunt.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Pretty good shot there.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke.
Oh, that's stealing one. A birdie against the runner play. And that'll certainly help her chances here. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Go to your home ball. Go to your home. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Putting for par. And now at 3 under overall. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the Barranca and the canyons come into play.
Lining up from around 160 yards. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. Spot the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this. Okay, steady now. Big putt for par coming up. Well hold. Let's move on. why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
One stroke behind her rival this week.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. He finds himself in a share of 15th position. The par 5 9th is a monster over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Is there anything classier than someone that could hit a driver off the deck? Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the lead. That's on the green, but still a fair way from the hole. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
9 feet to the cup.
This is all that's left to pull ahead of Lydia Ko. They're going to try to apply some pressure here.
Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
These rivals, there's nothing between them, is there? It's been entertaining so far. I'm interested to see how they attack the back 9 and who, if either of them, comes out on top.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. It's got a chance. Ouch, that hurts. Just 3 feet to the cup. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
So far, so good.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one. And that will take him to 5 under. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This 12th hole is probably one of the toughest tee shots players will face out here. They know they have to hit a good tee shot, a long tee shot, to have any chance or hope of making birdie here. You miss it a little bit out to the right. The rough over there is horrific. You do find the fairway, though. You got a green that tilts from back right to front left, making the second shot so much more imperative to not get it above the hole. Second shot, leave below the hole at all costs.
Nice out the rough here. I can't believe he found the green from a lie like that. Great stuff.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. All right, Rich, the par 5 13th, so much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Ooh, well done. Got a lot of that. Playing up to an elevated green here. Choosing the 9-iron here. Great shot. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Ball, don't deny him.
It's always good to cozy it up to the hole on a long putt, isn't it? Trailing by 4 strokes. We've arrived at a par 4. Nicely done. Second shot here on the 14th hole.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
Well, she's got that 4th place spot now.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
He's staring down 23 feet here.
Oh, so close. And this one is for his par. Currently 5 under for the round. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. Let's take a look at Lydia Ko, shall we? This should play. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. just didn't draw. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now 4 back after that hole. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Putt is underway.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will move him to 6 under par. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
This one headed left in a hurry.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Judging it beautifully.
Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
It's heading to the rough for mine. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. This putt is for a score of 65.
This one looking really good.
That'll sting a bit. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And that will conclude his tournament to date. And as we take a look at our rivalry results, it's a big thank you to Henny for bringing us all the magic from the course today.
No place I would rather be, Luke. What a day it was. Saw some wins, saw some losses. Overall, some great golf and a pleasure to be out here alongside you guys.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. I'm happy to be out here covering our feature groups play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
And here we are with the third shot. That takes great skill. Lovely shot out of the sand. And a par putt awaits him. Well done.
That's a rock solid par right there.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Well struck. This shot from around the 200-yard marker.
Wind moving the golf ball left to right.
Going with the 6-iron here. This next shot coming up from the sand. And he's back on the surface, happy to have the flat stick in hand. A 7-footer right here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well holed.
Up and down out of the bunker for birdie here, Luke. Job well done.
Currently 1 under for the round. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That got caught up in a few of the branches. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Going with the 4-iron here. Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Not the result they were after there.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This is a par putt. Oh, nice looking putt. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. Reg, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth, there's a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Oh, well done. Sitting at -1. Setting up here with a very long putt.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Rahm. This group is heating up.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
These are on rails, looking good.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Currently 1 under for the day. The 5th hole, Rich, the first of the par 3s. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
That's nicely done. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Oh, you know you want to.
Oh, just missed that one. Now 7 shots behind after that. Rich, one of the great par 5s in all of golf is the 6th hole here at Pebble.
It is. It's one of these par 5s that you think I can take advantage of it because it's not that long. However, though, you can mess it up as easy as any other hole on this prestigious layout. The 6th is a beautiful but difficult par 5.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
The wind is at their back on this one.
This is looking pretty good in the air. Well, they got after that one right up near the surface. Good play.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
It was on a good line. What an opportunity to make a birdie.
With this putt, he'll tie Rahm.
Oh, what a stroke. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Currently a couple under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
That one should find the surface.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That's frustrating. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Going with the hybrid. That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. top shot.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Good shot there, Beamer. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag. They've chosen to club down on this one.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Okay, steady now. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Opting for the 9-iron. Okay, that'll work.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
This putt will move them to 3 under par. Get excited. This could go in. Ouch, that hurts. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Playing this shot from 120 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. I'm going to try and hold it against the wind.
Attaboy, good shot. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. That's disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup. Currently 2 under for the event. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's 2 strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Okay, let's get back to the action. All the great players make a bunch of these. This is from 15 feet.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee of Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Opting for the 6-iron. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
And here we are with their 4. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Well played, mate. Second shot here on the 14th. Oh, I love this person's confidence and courage. Driver off the deck here. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Playing their 4th shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Putting for a par now. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Around 110 yards to go.
Breeze straight into him.
All right, we're going with an extra club here. Well, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be nervous playing Jon Rahm, but it doesn't appear that way after this approach shot.
This one's tracking. Steady on. 3 feet to go here to the hole. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Currently 1 under for the event. Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
He's eyeing this up, and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Uh-oh, this one's airmailing the green. And here we are with the 3rd shot. a shot. Almost went in the bucket. And he needs this to save par. Looking really good. Ooh, right by the hole. And that ensures that he's back to even par now. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf. Rich?
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of two greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Well, that should save them. That one from the sand. Opportunity to make their par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
This one's headed out of bounds. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. Time now for the 4th shot. That's a little untidy. Even for the day. Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. What's in front of them, Henny?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Terrific roll. It even had a chance. And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. And as this event comes to an end, I'm pretty sure this player will be ruining some poor mistakes.
Hard to see anything positive they took away from this tournament, Luke. It was just a treacherous performance all around.
On behalf of Rich Beem, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Kwiak. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, Rambo, he has to be one of the toughest rivals out there, doesn't he?
This man has almost no weaknesses in his game. And last time they met, Rahm had this player's number. So let's see who will be the better player this week.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Oh, golf clap. That's beauty. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Not sure if they read that the way they were expecting.
It's downhill the entire way, and yet unexpectedly comes up short.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Choosing the 9-iron here. This one might need to set. Good shot there. Oh, this one will be a bonus. Putt from around 19 feet.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, get in. Oh, so close. A par putt awaits. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Setting up in the first cut. Yeah, that one will play. Getting ready to play their third. No green in reg, but a chance to save their par. Chance to save the par if he can make this one. This one's online. And in it goes for the par. So no movement there. He stays at even with the car. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Not much to this hole, although with the bunker short left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Wonderfully played. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? It's just about 3 feet away. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale's a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Playing from around 160 yards. And choosing the 8-iron here. Should find the green. That's just inside the range. Putting for birdie here. Well, that's a standing O moment. A big-time play just in the nick of time as this rivalry heats up. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
Let's catch up with Jon Rahm. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but the safe strategy lays back before them. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. How close was that to going down? Par putt coming up here. Currently 1 under for the day. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Great shot into the 7th and a chance for birdie.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And that will take him to 2 under. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. You like that, didn't you? Let's go to Jon Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
At -2, going along nicely today. Finishing hole of the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge into a green. It's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. Going with the 8-iron here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Not a bad line, this. And that will drop in for birdie. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Playing this one about 130 yards out. See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little. Yeah, nicely played. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today. Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Handy effort, that one. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's looking at nice round number 180 here.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one looks like it's going right. That's a little wayward.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. This would be a great par putt if he can make this. Looks good off the blade. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Now 8 shots back after that hole. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3, measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. That's not the shot they're after. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Lovely touch. Well played.
Such soft hands.
Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. That's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Getting ready to play their third. Nice recovery there.
Great touch.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Oh, absolutely flushed. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 185 yards. What a drive that was.
Opting for the 4-iron here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call. Jon Rahm watched that one all the way. Great approach shot. This player is definitely upping the pressure in this rivalry.
That's inside the range.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Going with the 3-iron. I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival.
Oh, what a shot from the bunker. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Let's finish with the flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. You look at birdie here. That's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2. That'll work. That's fine.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. Let's go to Jon Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. Once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. Going with the pitching wedge here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there. And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, what a wonderful display this has been. And this putt was for a final score of 61. And down she goes, so it's tournament over now. Well, Henny, it seems this player certainly learnt the lessons of the past. Beaten previously, but now they can claim to coming out on top.
Absolutely, Luke, and I think that this victory almost tastes sweeter than if they'd won first time round, because they've taken the loss, they've taken it on the chin, dusted themselves off, got back up, and now, well, they have a box to check in the goals of their season.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf